What they never told you about sarcopenia after 60 is more serious than just losing muscle mass. It is a silent and progressive condition that may be stealing your strength, your balance, your energy, and even your independence without you noticing. Millions of people over 60 are going through this right now, thinking it's just part of aging, when in fact it is something that can be prevented, delayed, and even reversed. Some foods that are marketed as healthy in the United States are actually accelerating muscle loss silently. Is what you are eating right now stealing the strength from your legs? Let's find out. In this video, you will learn the surprising signs of sarcopenia that most doctors do not mention, discover which daily habits are sabotaging your muscle health, and most importantly, learn how to regain your strength and protect your body with simple actions, without needing a gym or expensive supplements. What is sarcopenia and why does it accelerate after 60? Sarcopenia is the technical name for the loss of muscle mass that happens naturally with the passing years. But what few people know is that after 60, this process intensifies, directly affecting strength, balance, and even metabolism. It is not just about getting weaker, but rather a structural decline that impacts health as a whole. And the most worrying thing is that it can start almost imperceptibly. That difficulty getting up from the couch or carrying groceries. It could be the beginning. This muscle weakening occurs because the body, over time, reduces the production of hormones like testosterone and growth hormone, both essential for muscle maintenance. Furthermore, the absorption of proteins and nutrients becomes less efficient. And if the person does not change their eating and physical habits, muscle loss accelerates even more. It's like a machine that needs maintenance, but no one warns you when it starts to fail. The body gives signals, but they are not always taken seriously. In the United States, the lifestyle often contributes to the advancement of sarcopenia. A diet rich in processed foods, long hours spent sitting watching TV or driving, poor sleep, all of this creates fertile ground for muscle loss to happen faster. And worst of all, many think that just taking a supplement or walking a little is enough to compensate, but it's not that simple. Fighting sarcopenia requires strategy and consistency. It is important to remember that muscles are not just about aesthetics or strength. They are essential for maintaining mobility, autonomy, and even immunity. And when they start to diminish, the entire body feels it. The good news is that there are effective ways to slow down this process. But first, it is necessary to identify the silent signals the body gives. And that is exactly what we will discuss in the next topic. Muscle loss does not begin with a clear warning. Most of the time, it manifests itself in small details of daily life. That sudden difficulty climbing stairs, the feeling of weakness when getting out of bed, or the exaggerated fatigue when carrying grocery bags are common and ignored signs. The body keeps signaling, but since these symptoms appear slowly, many people only notice when their strength is already significantly compromised. And the curious thing is that many think it's just age setting in. Another hidden symptom is loss of balance, which leads to frequent stumbling, difficulty maintaining posture for long periods, or even fear of walking on uneven ground. This happens because the stabilizer muscles, the ones that keep the body steady, begin to weaken. And we are not just talking about those who do not exercise. Even active people, if they do not pay attention to their diet or sleep, can suffer from this. Sarcopenia does not choose profiles, it just takes advantage of neglect. Have you noticed if you are losing strength to open jars, get up from the sofa without using your hands for support, or keep up the pace in simple activities like gardening or housework? These are real examples that many people experience in the United States but do not associate with muscle loss. The same goes for walking speed. And before we continue, I would like to know your routine. Have you been feeling your body weaker or more tired lately? Tell me in the comments, because recognizing these signs is the first step to changing course. Now that you know what to look for, it is time to understand what might be accelerating this process. including foods that seem harmless but are sabotaging your muscles without you realizing it. Not every food with a nice label is truly healthy. Many products sold in the United States as fit or natural options hide traps that accelerate muscle loss. A classic example is industrialized fruit juices. Even when they say 100% natural, they contain a high sugar load and virtually no fiber, which causes glucose spikes that inflame the body and hinder muscle regeneration. The taste is deceiving, but the impact is real. Another disguised villain is white bread, widely consumed in the American breakfast. It is made with highly refined flour, poor in nutrients and with almost no protein. Breakfast cereals, even those labeled as whole grain, are often full of hidden sugars and additives that weaken the metabolism. Protein bars also deserve attention. Many of them are essentially disguised candy, with more artificial ingredients than real nutrients. Have you ever stopped to look at the label carefully? Frequent consumption of these foods creates an inflammatory environment in the body, which promotes muscle degradation. Furthermore, they increase insulin resistance, impair amino acid absorption, and disrupt hormones important for maintaining lean mass. It's like fueling a car with adulterated gasoline. Gradually, the engine starts to fail. Now imagine your body trying to stay strong with this type of fuel every day. But all is not lost. By understanding what to avoid, it becomes easier to choose foods that truly help. And in the next topic, we will talk exactly about that. The essential nutrients that protect muscles and where to find them in simple, everyday American meals. You will be surprised by the power of easy, cheap, and accessible combinations that many people ignore due to a lack of guidance. When it comes to preventing sarcopenia, quality protein is the starting point. Many people believe they consume enough, but in practice, the quantity and quality make all the difference. Foods like eggs, chicken breast, salmon, tuna, and Greek yogurt are excellent sources, easily found in American supermarkets. They provide the necessary amino acids to maintain and rebuild muscles. And yes, it is possible to include these foods even in a quick and practical breakfast. In addition to proteins, vitamin D plays a crucial role. It aids in muscle function, balance, and calcium absorption, which also affects muscle contraction. Those who live in regions with less sun or spend most of their time indoors need to pay attention to this. Eggs, mushrooms exposed to light, and fatty fish like sardines and salmon are good natural sources. And for those who need it, supplementation can be an ally, provided it is guided by a health professional. Another often overlooked nutrient is magnesium. It participates in more than 300 functions in the body, including muscle contraction and protein metabolism. Foods like spinach, avocado, almonds, and black beans are simple and accessible options. As for omega-3, present in walnuts, chia seeds, and cold water fish, it helps reduce inflammation that harms muscle health. A practical tip: include grilled salmon and sautéed vegetables at least twice a week. Simple and effective exercises that strengthen muscles after 60. Many people believe that after 60, the body no longer responds to exercise, but studies show the opposite. With the right stimuli, it is possible to regain strength, balance, and even reverse some muscle loss. Regular walks at a moderate pace already make a big difference. If you can include routes with a slight incline, even better. Even simple daily activities, like walking the dog or going to the market on foot, help when done frequently. Exercises using only body weight are great for those who want to start at home. Rising from and sitting back down in a chair without using your hands strengthens the legs and abdominal region. Placing your hands on a wall and doing push-ups with your body strengthens the arms and chest without overloading the joints. Stepping up and down from a low step also activates the leg muscles and helps with coordination. The important thing is to repeat these movements calmly and regularly. Another excellent option is resistance bands, which can be easily found and used to exercise various parts of the body. With them, you can work your arms, shoulders, legs, and back safely. It is possible, for example, to sit in a chair and pull the elastic band with your arms to strengthen your back, or stretch with your legs to activate your thighs. And if there are joint pains or movement limitations, it's worth trying activities like gentle stretching, breathing exercises, adapted Pilates, or even movements in the water. The essential thing is to keep the body active and moving. The truth is that the body, even after 60, responds with strength when given the right stimulus. Now you know what lies behind sarcopenia, the signs no one talks about, the foods that hinder and the ones that strengthen, and even how to move your body in a simple and effective way. But knowledge only has value when it is put into practice. It's no use just watching and agreeing. You need to transform information into action. And if the idea of living with more autonomy, energy, and strength seems distant to you, perhaps all that's missing is to start the right way. The secret isn't about doing a lot, but about doing the essential with consistency. The question that remains is, what will you do differently starting today? Will you keep waiting for your body to send stronger signals, or will you act now to protect what is rightfully yours, your strength and your freedom? Share in the comments which habit you intend to change this very week. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Many people are going through the same thing and looking for real solutions just like you. And if this content made sense to you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because in the next videos we will delve even deeper into this topic and help you build a life with more quality and vitality.